lost in the rabbit hole. Connect every emotion, experience adventure, struggle, pain, and achievement. Know the past, feel the future, and live this moment with Nisha Harale on Niche Radio.
Welcome to Let's Get Lost in the Rabbit Hole with me, Nisha Harale, on Niche Radio. And today, with me on Niche Radio is a real lifetime princess. Yes, she is a princess. Let's say hello to Princess.
Hello. I'm Princess Francoise Sturdza. The family comes from Romania. We have a reign on the Principality of Moldavia. It's in the center of Europe. I'm very happy to be with you, and thank you to you, and nice to be with Niche Radio.
The princess has a royal life, but you are a princess who doesn't follow any of that because you are right in India, taking care of so many people, underprivileged people who need help. So how has the journey been so far?
I love India. Basically, I fall in love with India. And I like the smells. I like your food. I like your colors. I like your history. I like all your things, I'm not totally blind, of course. I know there is up and down, and as in every civilization. But you have an history, a great history. You are people, you are with smiles. And for us from Europe, smiles does not exist anymore. So I'm so happy when I go to India. And I think we cannot live in a blind world. We have to open our eyes, and we have to help people who deserve it. And I think everybody deserves at least a good life.
That's so sweet, Princess. I was touched by you the first day I met you when I was the choreographer, the fashion choreographer for the show we did when you walked as a showstopper for Priya Kataria Puri.
I remember.
And it was an amazing experience to choreograph the show where you were walking. But you were so humble and so grounded, and you were always smiling and ready to learn everything. It was so nice to see that from a princess. And I believe you love Indian clothes, you love Indian jewelry, and Priya Kataria Puri is your favorite designer.
First, I would say one thing. Why I am grounded? Because I've always been working in my life. I create my own companies in Geneva. I work 12 hours in my company, so I know how it is to work and how it is to have responsibilities. What I like with Priya, or what I like with the Indian jewelry, I'm crazy about it. I cannot resist when I'm in India. I love the mix between Indian traditions and modern tradition, East and West. I wear Indian jewelry, and I think we can make a mix, So I like that. I like because you have a very old history and very old traditions, much older than ours in Europe. You have 5 years history back behind you. We have only 2,000 years. So I have to learn from you. And there are so many skills in India, so many talents, so much beauty. Everywhere you can find beauty, even in a slum. It's not only the palaces and so on. Of course, it's wonderful, it's beautiful and so on. But everywhere in India, you can find something I like, I love. I think, oh my God, how beautiful is it?
ever eat with your hand in India?
If Indian people, they can eat in the street, eat with their hands, why I should not do it? I love your food. It's so good, and I eat Indian when I'm in India, of course. And I have a very good friend here in Geneva who is a Indian Sikh guy, and he has a beautiful Indian restaurant, which is so good that I remind India when I feel a little sad being staying in Geneva, and we cannot travel because of the situation, the COVID situation.
What is your favorite festival in India? Have you ever experienced one?
I love Diwali, because Diwali, when you are in the town, every windows there are candles, there are lights everywhere, and I don't know, it's like stars in the sky. So yes, Diwali is my best.
Yeah. Did you ever wear a sari?
Yes, I did 3 times, but I'm not born in a sari. You have to be born in a sari to know how to wear it with elegance. And what I like with the sari, you go in the street, nobody has the same sari. You go in a party, nobody has the same sari, It's incroyable, unbelievable to see how much you are creative in India. Everything is different. Unbelievable, beautiful. Yes, I would love to be born in a sari, but I'm not. So I don't want to make a bad reputation to the sari by wearing them. But yes, I love them, and sometimes, exceptionally, I wear.
Is there any sentence or word you've learned in Hindi? Any?
No, yes, only the bad words. So I will not say that.
Well, that's the first word you learn before you learn the actual words.
No, I have no talent for the languages, foreign languages. I'm born in Paris. My English, you see, is not perfect.
So which place in India you love the most?
It's a very difficult question, because if you are in Mumbai, it's for different reasons. If you go in Rajasthan, you have all the history, and one place I loved was Vanaresi. That is really something very different, and you feel something different. It's very spiritual place, very different.
Right.
But globally, I think everywhere in India, you have beautiful places. Jaisalmer is just unbelievable too. So everywhere you can find a place. In South, it's Madurai with the big temple, and it's very difficult. I cannot choose.
Are you a spiritual person?
I must say no.
Okay.
Because when I see what I see around us, I really have doubt. I think, why all this misery? Why all these wars? Why everything are so difficult for more, I think 70% of the population in the world. So somewhere it's something I cannot accept, and I cannot analyze more, I have no answer.
Princess, you started a foundation in India. What's the name of the foundation? What is the purpose of the foundation? Who all are involved in the foundation? What difficulties, and how can people be a part of this foundation? Please tell us everything about the foundation.
So I went in India in 2000, and I opened my foundation 2005. So during these 5 years, I learned a lot about not only what it is, but the reason why it's working like that. For example, I give you an example which is very easy to understand. For us in Europe, you think that we marry because we love somebody. You have arranged marriage. When you understand why it's done and how it is done. And it works. We have 50% divorced people, so mother alone with children and so on and so on. And in India, you don't have so many divorce. We cannot judge why you are doing that or why you are not doing that. It's different, and we have to understand that. I don't want to change India. I want to give to the poor children the possibility to have a better life with education, and very link with education, nutrition. After my trip all over India, I settled in Chennai on Marina Beach. Down my building were a slum where the fishermen and their family were living in a very special and very unbelievable conditions. I've also learned that there is 25% of the population in India which is illiterate. And illiteracy is a big problem in such a big and vivid democracy. So it took me 5 years to settle the foundation. And the foundation is based on education, because education is the key to break the cycle of poverty and give a chance to underprivileged children to succeed and be integrated in the modern society. % of the children in the school were undernourished or malnourished after the examinations done by 3 Swiss doctors. When Heart for India began to intervene, the attendance rate was 40% only. Because Heart for India distributes a second meal at 4 p.m., the attendance rate reaches 98%. In consequence, the malnutrition falls to 0, and the examination results are rising to 99%. This is our success story. We have, since the beginning, distributed more than 6 million meals. For the year 2021-2022, we will deliver 450,000 meals to the school children and young women. We are supporting 2 balwadis for the little ones and 5 government schools, which means more than 2,500 children. And we follow the children until the 12th standard, which allow them to enter in university or higher education training. We don't stop at the mandatory schooling, 9th standard, which means 13-14 years, because we want to avoid the child labor. We have also a professional training center in Chennai for the young women who have succeeded their 12th standard. For the school, we take care of the children since the age of 3 years old until 17, 18, as I told you, at the end of the 12th standard. For our professional training center, we take the young woman from the age of 17, 18, after the 12th standard again, until the age of 26, because we also encourage young women who are married and have a family to take their studies up again and get a professional diploma to have a stable and qualified job. First, the courses are given 1 year, plus 3 months of vocational training in companies. Different trainees are there: general duty assistant, desktop publishing assistant, geriatric nurses, home care assistant, and accountant. Our student age is between 18 years old and 26. According to the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, Art for India is reaching 12 on the 17 SDGs. The 5 pillars are education, nutrition, health and sport, security, and environment. All these pillars are linked together and explain the success of our students. From a 40% success rate when Art for India began to be involved, up to 99% success rate since 2010. Our team of ambassadors, which represent Art for India, are 3 prominent Indian personalities. The first one is Rekha Rana, international award-winning actress and movie maker. She realized with Chris Production a documentary on Art for India. Priya Kataria Puri is one of the most talented fashion designers, well known all over the world, who links East and Western worlds. And the third is Vinit Bhatia. He is the first Indian Michelin star chef. He manages 18 restaurants all around the world, including Kama at Harrods in London. All of them take part of our events and spread information about our programs through social networks. Among lot of angels, I will mention few of them as Adam Rodriguez, American actor, world well known in X-Files, CSI Miami, and in the last series Criminal Minds. Another one is Richard Cocciante, music composer and singer. He has written the music of the musical Notre Dame de Paris, which has been played all over the world. A third is Fern Malice, an American woman who loves India and creates the first fashion week in New York. And finally, the Swiss explorer Bertrand Piccard is the initiator and pilot of Solar Impulse, the first successfully round-the-world solar-powered flight. He has been designated as a champion of Earth by the United Nations Environment Programme. I would like to thank all of them for their unconditional support. We have our main office in Geneva and a field officer in Chennai, managed by an Indian woman director. We also employ 40 local people as teachers, administrative coordinator and assistant, security guards, cleaning and kitchen helpers. So to face the COVID situation, our team had been always available to help. We maintain their salaries at minimum 70%. We have been and still worried about the pandemic and its consequences on the living and medical conditions. That's why, with our teams, we have distributed every week a 5-day nutritional packaging for the student and, of course, masks. In the beginning of May, due to the progression of COVID-19, Art for India Geneva decided to provide oxygen concentrators for the St. Thomas Hospital in Chennai and in the slum to the doctors who help the disadvantaged people. Our priority is to take care of our children, young women, and staff, and follow the right safety measures against COVID-19. The situation of the whole world does not allow us to make long-term plans. It is easy to help us, as our program lives only through donors. Every donation matters. It's very important. Anybody can help us by donating on the foundation website, artforindia.org. The Indian companies can share with us a part of their CSR, corporate social responsibility. We assure them a total transparency. They can join us at the Art for India at artforindia.org.
Princess, it was lovely talking to you on Niche Radio. We are going to be following the foundation and we are going to be spreading the word, and whoever can come and help us, please do so. Reach out. There is a lot that one can do at this foundation, and any skills, any monetary, any help, even your presence for that matter, just coming and being with the people physically would change the world. And we are so grateful for all the good work that you do, Princess. It was lovely getting to know you more personally.
Thank you, Nisha, and thank you, Niche Radio. It was a pleasure to talk with you, and I hope we will go on more and more with the Art for India Foundation.